The war in Iran can be explained by a combination of three factors. First, it has truly objective prerequisites, whether we like it or not, but the correctness of Trump is that a regime like the Iranian one should not possess nuclear weapons. Well, one could, of course, take it, throw it overboard, say it's all nonsense, but it's not nonsense.
I agree.
The Iranian regime is specific. It's not just an authoritarian or totalitarian regime. It's a regime with a very aggressive foreign policy vector, with an intent not just to destroy, well, many will say, okay, it wants to destroy Israel. That's Israel's business, who here in Europe likes Israel now anyway. This is indeed a separate problem for Israel, and this topic should be discussed separately, Israel and Iran and America and Iran.
Mm.
But Iran's primary intent is that undoubtedly, by destroying Israel, Iran undoubtedly becomes the dominant force in a vast region, the importance of which for the global economy truly cannot be overstated, plus its role as a crucial link between Russia and China. So it's really a fundamental question whether Iran will be kept within some bounds or if this Iran will suppress. We observe now how it's suppressing very basically all these Arab Gulf empires.
Mhm.
You see, it reminds me of the story of Sparta and Athens. Of course, Dubai is like an Arab Athens now, beautiful, bright, and good. One thing is missing there. It lacks that primal Spartan training and the desire to kill, but Iran has it. Therefore, if Iran were to possess nuclear weapons, it would instantly create parity with Israel and it would be unstoppable. And strictly speaking, we would have to say that this entire vast region is aligned with Iran and through it with China. I mean, I don't want to justify anyone. I just want to say that the talk about this war having no meaning at all is, well, questionable.
Well, I absolutely agree. Absolutely.
Yes, second, moving on, moving on. What are the grievances after all? There are different ways to wage war. That is, overconfidence is not forgiven to anyone, not to Putin, not to Trump, nor, God forbid, to Nicholas II 120 years ago. So two things have converged. Well, first of all, Trump is generally oriented towards this era of personalization. I mean, one thing I can say for sure about Trump, for sure, is that he's no Marxist.
Mhm.
So he's a supporter of this Mikhailovsky theory, rather. It's purely Russian about heroes and the crowd. You see, heroes define everything, bad ones and good ones. Kill the hero, and everything will be fine for you. Then there's that successful experience, a fluke in Venezuela, where everything seemed to go like clockwork. And at the same time, Israel comes along with this info that right here and now in this place, Khamenei will be meeting with his family. Mhm. So there's a need to solve the issue. There's some euphoria from the just very successfully carried out abduction of Maduro. And there's this information that you might have to wait for another 20 or 30 years. You see, intelligence is like that. You know it today, and then the next time you might find out about it in 15 years. So take it or leave it. Yes. And these three things sort of came together in his head. His intuition failed him this time. That is, intuition failed him because a religious dictatorship of fanatics isn't quite the same as a socialist regime in Latin America. That Iran's so-called Oprichnina structure, with an army that has been extensively and carefully trained and prepared for war for decades, is not quite the same as the operetta-like armed forces of Venezuela, which are easier to buy than to defeat. Something just didn't work, and he got into a mess, so to say that he got into a mess for quite understandable reasons. It's a mistake that even someone without this eccentricity could have made. He can be blamed for the fact that, yes, if you've decided to fight, you should have calculated everything. That's the problem. And finally, the third thing, Trump, we must always remember that Trump is the tip of the spear, which is a new part of America's political class that thinks this way, wants to move in this direction, And Trump is just merely the voice for the interest of that fairly large political movement. So one shouldn't portray the situation as if there's a crazy Trump who came and imposed himself on America. No, it's America that wants to think this way, wants to act this way, feels this way, and has found a suitable leader in Trump.